Hi guys, this is Matthew. So I'm going to be walking you through what it's like to be a client of Prestige Rental and why you should hire us to run your properties. So a bit about me, I've been doing Airbnb for 5 years. I started from a single bedroom. I'm a property owner myself, and I used to be a software developer, which means that I built a ton of infrastructure to run properties in the best possible way. I'm really passionate about what I do. So how do you achieve really outstanding performance on Airbnb today? We're going to talk about 3 factors that we're really excellent at, and that's marketing, operations, and financial. So starting with marketing, it's so important to differentiate today. You need to stand out. So I brought you here to City Place B&B. This is our newest property. We had a mural installed on the front to give it a real identity. When guests go to search for an Airbnb, your listing is really going to stand out. So these are other apartments in the area, but you can see how this picture really gets them to click on the listing. It doesn't mean that every property needs to have a mural, but it just means every property should have something about it that really helps it stand out. That's something that we really have a lot of experience in and will help you make your listing really attractive to guests. We're also very skilled at creating outstanding listings. So you can see here, photos are our #1 sales tool. We work with a professional real estate photographer. We're super thorough in descriptions. So experiential description of the property. We point out all the peculiarities about the space before guests even book. They know what to expect when they arrive. And that's what's really, supporting outstanding reviews. The other thing I want to point out too is that we're really thorough on house rules. We don't just have all the regular house rules, but we have custom house rules. We don't allow parties. We have severe penalties. Other things you really benefit from as a client is we are a super host. This is a badge that shows up on every listing we create. That's especially helpful when we're setting up a new listing. That means even though it doesn't have any reviews, we have this super host badge to give the listing credibility. In the last 30 days, 93.8% of reviews have been 5-star, and we have over 1,000 reviews on Airbnb. So we have an outstanding track record with guests, and that has a big impact on where guests stay and where they spend their money. Now we're going to talk about operations. That really starts with security. So we convert every listing into a smart listing. And that really starts with an internet-connected front door lock. We issue unique codes to the guests, the cleaning company, the maintenance staff. We get notifications when each code is used, so that way we know who's coming and going. We also install a Ring doorbell at every property. That way we can visually see who's coming and going. We can confirm guest count, whether that's in the morning, at night. We can look back at history. We also install a noise sensor at every property. So it doesn't track conversations or anything like that, but it does track sustained noise. So when sustained noise reaches the level of a fire truck from 50 feet away, we get a notification for that. We can resolve it with the guest. And then lastly, we install a Nest thermostat at every property if we can. And what that allows us to do is to set a range within which the guest can set a comfortable temperature. It prevents them from cranking the heat to 80 or cranking the AC to 60, protecting your air conditioning unit, and it also allows us to check current temperature within the unit. We create a laminate for every property. That way the guests can visually see where to park, how to use the TV control, how to check in and check out. We have an Airbnb cleaning video, so we train cleaners on how to turn Airbnb. That way you don't have to. So we walk them through in video form, and we also obviously meet with them on site of the property to train them on how to turn Airbnb. We also created electronic maintenance checklists and cleaning checklists. This is specific to your property, and it's a form that staff members can use and fill out to make sure your property stays in tip-top condition. We use Slack for group communication, so we're gonna set you up your own private channel. I'll be on there, your concierge will be on there, cleaning company and the handyman will be on there. That way we can all keep in touch as things happen. So we've talked about operational competencies, but now I want to talk about financial competencies. Pricing is a huge deal. This makes an incredible difference on your return, and we do dynamic pricing. We price on the day of the week, whether that's weekdays, weekends, how far out those dates are. We also do pricing based on local events. I'm always, checking the prices, checking the occupancy, tweaking that. That way we're delivering to you maximum return. Now let's talk about how we help you keep tabs on how each of your properties is doing financially. So you go to prestige-rental.com, click on Client Portal, you can log in, and here are each one of your properties. So to drill into any one specific property, you just click on that property and it presents you a calendar. And the green is reservations. So these are booked reservations. And you can also mouse over each reservation to see how much that reservation brought you. And then at the top right here, we've got some metrics. So we've got booked nights, occupancy, average nightly rate. And then if you click on reports, you'll see a portfolio level view of the entire year. We also delivered to you client statements. These are statements delivered to you at the beginning of the following month, and that covers the preceding month's performance. So the overall performance. It also breaks down by property, how much income that property generated. That way you can see in a really itemized and clear fashion how things are going. So thanks for watching. We're here to deliver outstanding results for you. Give us a call. You can visit our website at prestige-rental.com, and I'll talk to you soon.